Today we got into the low 90s inland. We're sitting at 91 still in Freiburg, 91 in Parsonsfield too. But it's down to 78 in Portland, down from a high of 86, I believe it was earlier today. Onshore flow has kicked that right back up, and so we've got cooler temperatures along the coastline there. Down East Coast, kind of the same situation where it is cooler along the coast. Temperatures closer to 90 degrees in Bangor, 89 right now, 88 in Waterville. Satellite's pretty clean, so the rest of today and into tonight, we're not going to see a lot of cloud cover. We will, though, likely see fog come back on shore along the coastline. You'll see that depicted in this model. Those little green dots, it looks like it's trying to tell you there's showers, but actually it's trying to tell you that there's fog, low-level moisture here. And so from Wiscasset north into potentially Washington County, that's your best chance for fog. But Portland, it wouldn't shock me if the fog bank came on shore. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Eventually, though, by tomorrow morning, the wind starts to shift out of the west-northwest, and that's a really warm wind direction for the coastline. It's a downsloping, drying wind. And so we've got the potential to be 90 plus. How much plus is kind of hard to say. Some models do have us in the mid-90s from Portland, Wiscasset, and Portsmouth. That's certainly a possibility. I think I put us at 93, so kind of in the middle there. Inland, we're in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees, still humid, and then it's warm again tomorrow night under mostly clear skies. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s, briefly down into the 60s. Wednesday, we start with sun, and then this front has to come through. We're going to pop up some showers and storms on Wednesday afternoon, and this will be another situation where it's kind of a conditional severe weather risk, where there's some ingredients in place for some severe weather, but not all of them. And so some of them will pop up, and we could see some strong straight line winds and potentially a little bit of hail, and then that front goes to the south. The question is, how far to the south does that front go? And the European model doesn't bring it far enough south. As a result, we get a low developing along it, and that makes a pretty showery day on Friday, especially along the coast. The GFS American model pushes that front south. Therefore, we're clean straight through on Friday. I'm leaning towards the drier solution, but I just want you to know there is a bit of a question mark on Friday. The good news is, either way, no matter where that front is, it looks like we clear out in time for the weekend. So Saturday looks good in the 70s, Sunday into the 80s, and we should be able to get into mid next week riding that high. So probably, into Wednesday of next week, we should be in good shape with a good deal of sunshine. So nice weekend there. Again, watching Friday, that's the only day that's a little bit questionable, but we should clear out in time for the weekend. Not particularly hot, but I think Sunday should play a lot like this Saturday, which I thought was really, really nice because it was warm, but it wasn't, stiflingly hot.
And dude, for all those runners on Saturday for the TD Beach to be in 10K, a high of 78, a low of 53, when they get started in the morning should be just chef's kiss.
If I was forced to run, that would be a great situation for it,
Better 65 and sunny.
You can send your challenges to keith.carson@newscentermaine.com. Thanks, bud.